Hi, it's Wednesday. Welcome to Tent Talk. How was today, Rory?
It's great.
It's good.
Yeah, it's so much better.
We've got Callum behind. Hello, fellas. Callum, at this point, you have to.
You have to look at that.
There you go. Yeah. We've got a new cameraman, Mr. Callum, who has had a full day on the photo stand, capturing all the action.
Callum doesn't have much chat, so we just send him to
Did
the
you have a
photo
great
stand.
time, Callum?
Yeah, it's been decent.
Nice. We've got a few notes, so we'll do a bit of walking and talking. I think we'll try not to. We just spot mark, yeah. Okay, so rattle through the start of the day. We saw Durham A take on Princeton B. That was a great race.
It was a really
Durham
good
A,
race.
3/4 of a length, 1 length ahead. Great start for them. Put them in, a pretty good stead to then see how Princeton A got on.
Yeah.
Princeton A went on to beat. Oh dear.
Was it Durham B?
No, I don't think so.
No? I can't
Go on,
remember.
Rory. You chat whilst I work
I
this out.
haven't watched that much racing today, so this is back to year 1 of Tent Talk, where I don't know anything that went on.
You talk about something then.
I'll talk about something. So as you can see, that's the sun setting. If you find it sunset. We have Cruise that have been out on the water. Little training session in the evening. Very cheeky. I don't know if you can hear the music in the back. That happened to be the Angel.
I'll take off again. I'll take on again
Great
now.
stuff.
That was it. Knew it was one.
That was a good filler.
Because we had Durham A versus Princeton B, won by a decent margin. We thought that maybe Newcastle versus Princeton A was actually going to be a really close-knit race, but Princeton A seemed to open the gap a little bit there. So the gap between the Princeton 2V, maybe the JV and the 3V, is actually bigger than I think we probably would have originally expected, which is quite interesting.
Well, I think I'm pretty sure I heard Princeton's been really competitive in the US this year.
They
Is that correct?
were indeed. Yeah, they did pretty well as they were running past the IRAs. Sagatuk got knocked out.
Nah, it's fine, mate. Just walk. It's fine.
Sagatuk got knocked out to Shiplake College, which was definitely really positive for Shiplake. Sagatuk did pretty well out in the States, and it's a pretty good positive boost for Shiplake just to send one of the international crews home this early on.
Yeah, definitely.
Then I hopped on launch for Brown University versus Berlin and España. Great race, however, it was great for Brown. The other lot are 4 guys from a 4V in University in America, and Brown have 4 guys out of their varsity 8. So that was done and dusted by the end of the island.
Oh, I did watch a race today. I remember now. Cam Buchan in the singles. He rode his best. The guy from Spain was good, right? He was like one of the slowest losers, one of the quickest losers not to qualify for the Spanish Olympic team. So Cam, big up. Us tall guys struggle in the single. I know how you feel. I'd be in the same situation in my current state. Yeah, exactly.
Sold. We no longer
Exactly.
have to
I don't have to
advertise
plug
a
it
single.
anymore. It's done. So if
Sold.
you're watching The Man That Bought My Boat, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a fun time with your USP. Next race, Durham B versus Nottingham University. Great race for Nottingham. They smashed that. They're through the next round. They're the last Nottingham University boat still in, but great success there. Trying to follow on from the success of Sinead last year in the singles, who made it quite considerably far through the event. So that was pretty impressive.
You know who also had a really good race?
Try me, man.
London Rowing Club against Molesey A in the Thames Challenge Cup.
It was like London look insanely strong. I think at Marlow, especially with a 5:36, that's a pretty insane time. And we've heard rumours from coaching staff and from athletes that they've put in faster times than that down the course already. Molesey is their 3rd ranked boat in the Thames. They've got a Brit or a Y-fold above that one. So kind of expected result, but it's still pretty hard. Someone like Molesey going out to London. I think especially all the clubs around there are really competitive.
Definitely.
Should
Do you
we?
know any of these crews, by the way?
Not really.
Not really?
Not really. We got some Thames boat. Cool. Next one on my list. Let's head inside the boat
I can't
tent
see
somewhere.
anything in the sun.
Let's head inside the boat tents.
Should we go
As long as the camera doesn't
Let's
absolutely
go for
freak
G
out.
for GG.
Yeah, that works for me, man. So next one, Star and Arrow Club. which lots of the Leander women have raced for over the last few months, but this time taken on by Will Satch, Seb Devereaux and the gang, with Jack Beaumont and Sam Mayer involved in a quad. Kind of one of those like slightly fun boats to see if they'll qualify, and they did, and now they've got through a round as well, which was really exciting. Which I think like stood out to me as one of the like big wins of the regatta. When you've got a boat like that seems really exciting and really fun, like getting them through a round is good. You still having a hunt for some notes, man?
Yeah, I've just realised I pulled up the draw, not the results. So
Shall I carry on?
yeah, keep going. You waffle for a
Come
bit.
on, Callum. We'll wander this way, man. I think we've got some Thames boat over here. We have Thames Women A on the left-hand side. So Callum, if you wanna just get some shots of them whilst I have a bit of a natter. They've got a pretty of a rough draw actually. I think Thames B might have a slightly better draw in the Wargrave. Leander and Thames A are probably likely to win. Likely to meet on the Saturday, which is pretty exciting. What do the settings look like? We pretty happy? Nice.
Ooh, I know what you could get though.
God, you really are low on stats today. There's an AllMarkOne sticker on a boat.
I fell asleep this morning. I don't know what happened today. I know
Tough.
there was some racing. Some people won, some people lost. Some people are racing tomorrow, and everyone's in Mahikis and we're not.
Yep, fair enough, man.
So
Carrying on Molesey's slightly tough day, were drawn against Oxford Brookes A in the Remenham. Now, the Molesey Remenham is not a big project by any means. It sounds like it was thrown together at last minute, but you know, getting pulled up against Brookes A, which is definitely one of the stronger crews in the Remenham this year. Whether the stewards seed it that way or not, they are definitely an incredibly fast crew, and with the win in the Champate at Henley Women's as well, like it's looking really strong. So to get them on their day one is quite a lot. And Eton College successfully put to bed all the rumours about how fast they were by kind of walking all over Norwich School today. Norwich had a great race against Monmouth yesterday, and I think when you line up against Eton College as a first 8 school, it's going to be a pretty tough one anyway. But they had a decent first stint, and then Eton really took over and kind of took it from there.
I found the results.
Good. Shall I carry on whilst you look through them, or are you ready to go?
I mean, another good race I saw. I was in the launch when University of Iowa and Edinburgh University were going down the course in the island. That looked really good. I think Edinburgh pipped that one ever so slightly.
How you doing, big man?
No way, am I on camera?
Yeah. How was your race?
The game's
Oh, there's a boat here. Oh, darn it.
Don't know which way around they're going. Ooh. So Jacob, right?
That's me. Yeah.
What were you in? The UL Temple 8?
Yeah, Temple A.
Temple A. You had a tough one though, right? You got Brookes A.
We got Brookes A. Yeah, that was a good race. It was a good race for us at least.
Did you push it? Front load the hell out of it?
Nah, not even. We were just trying to kind of get the most out of ourselves, go as fast as we can. And obviously, if you front load a race, it won't be the best. Can't really control what Brookes do, so.
Yeah, you gotta put down your fastest time on the track that you could.
Yeah, I'm sure we did that. Yeah, game's the game, You know
There's
this.
an AllMarkOne bucket hat over there.
Very true. We've actually got some really cool UL boats this year. Like both your PA is looking really strong and the Island 8's looking really strong as well, right?
Yeah, they're looking good. I'm sure they'll do very well. Big things to come for sure.
Big things.
That's it.
Good.
Are you Mahiki tonight? I can't even speak. Mahiki tonight?
I don't know. I feel a bit paralytic right now. I just need to rest up.
That's a yes to me. See you there.
We'll carry on. Thanks, Jacob.
Good lad.
Catch you later, man. Cool. Next up on my list of things, we're starting to move past lunch now and into the afternoon. Which has kind of shown it actually got pretty quiet here. Yesterday we had a really quiet morning and a hectic afternoon. Here we had a hectic morning and a really quiet afternoon. I'm sure crews that were racing in the afternoon felt that it was really busy, but it was actually pretty chill here. I think lots of boats started to leave, and a lot of the seeded boats for the Wargrave, the Prince Philip, and then we did have a few of the singles starting to race as well. They started to arrive, which means that the boat tents, as much as they're emptying out, are actually starting to fill back up straight away. So you tend not to notice very much very quickly. Got an exciting boat up here. Look at this one. This is a Coxed 4 with all the GB senior team stickers on it. Which
And a daddy long legs.
maybe I'm completely wrong, but that probably screams previous Paralympic Coxed 4. But you never know. Maybe they've just got some lovely stickers. Next up on my list, SMU versus Boston. Came all the way to Henley, raced a US crew, which is a tough draw, really tough draw. There's been a few tough draws today. Brooks and Taurus versus Brooks in the visitors, and as we already mentioned, UL's Temple, like they're like 1.5 V. Racing Brooks Temple A on the first day is an incredibly tough one as well.
To be fair, talking about from coming afar, we mentioned US crews, New Zealand crew, Hamilton College.
Did.
All the way from New Zealand.
Race
Other side of the
Teddies.
world. Race Teddies.
Again, that is a pretty rough draw. Coming all the way from New Zealand on his second day racing
Whoa.
the current PE holders.
I was speaking to some of the spectators that were part of Hamilton, and they were pretty confident that they were going to win. They didn't.
You've absolutely done them in there.
They're not going to watch this, so.
Very true. Up here, we got the start of the Grand project starting to arrive. So this is the University of Washington's Grand project. Still wet, so they've just gone out for a session. But it was really exciting to watch them at IRAs. I know that we've got a really exciting documentary that's coming out soon. Our video team went out to the IRAs. Dave did an insane job there. So
Plug it.
yeah. So keep an eye on our social media channels, and when that's in a position that we're finished with it, then that'll go out, and that'll be really exciting. I'm really excited to see how that does. Anything else on my list? Sure did. We got Tel Aviv versus Leander B. It's not actually Leander B. It's GB under 23 project. 3 Harvard guys, 1 Yale guy, kind of coached by Kieran Clark out of the Long Ridge team at the moment. So that was a good race. I think Nicola hopped on the launch for that, so she got some great shots.
Sure she did. Some excellent shots.
Yeah. Do you get any other information, man? Or should I carry on? We'll walk and talk. We'll walk and talk.
Yes, I did. Princeton National Rowing Association beat Abingdon by 2 1/4 lengths, which I feel like Princeton. I personally haven't heard of Princeton NRA before. I've heard of the university, of course, but I've never heard of the club.
Yeah, Adam Mercer.
I think a lot of people thought, whatever, Abingdon, great, prestigious rowing school, they'll be fine. But sometimes if you think like that at Henley, I'm sure they weren't, but that's why I thought about it. You get a bit complacent. Where are you going with the camera? You keep waving.
Callum's off on one.
But
cool.
no, they seem like a really good crew. They've had 2 really strong days at Henley so far, and it'll definitely be interesting to see where they can take it. They definitely look like a weekend crew if you're doing 2.5 lanes in Abingdon on the Wednesday.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully they haven't just wasted themselves.
Yeah, I've got 3 more things, and then we'll try and wrap this up. So first shout out was Twickenham. You were on the launch for a Twickenham race in the Thames
indeed.
Cup, racing the Swiss club champions, and Twickenham overturned them and took the win there, which I think was maybe like a little bit of a surprise.
They didn't even overturn them. They were ahead the whole time. And I was speaking to the Twickenham coaches, and they were slightly worried because the Swiss crew had won some stuff this year and seemed like a really good crew. One of the boys in the Twickenham mate had to take a sick day today, according to his work. So if you're watching work, apologies. So it looks like his illness will continue throughout the week if he continues.
Yeah.
But no, it was a really good race. They stayed up the whole time. They obviously celebrated really well because they weren't. I don't think they were expecting to get here. I don't think they were even expecting to qualify. I think the goal for this season was to qualify for Henley.
Come on, Callum. Do you want to hop onto the pontoon? We'll sit down here and go for the last 2.
They've not only qualified, and they've won a heat, as we call it.
They have indeed. Okay, so I've got two more boats that I want to mention. University of Bristol had a pretty tough
This
draw.
is great for you because you use short legs, but if I put my legs down, they're going to go in the water. Absolute short arse.
Cute story. University of Bristol got knocked out by Lager A, which was an interesting crew. We didn't know much about them going into it, but there's rumours that they did a 5:29 at one point, and that would put them probably faster than any current UK crew. Now, of course, weather conditions permitting, and Marlow Regatta was fast, but it probably wasn't the fastest that it could have been. So that was an interesting one. So Lager A are definitely ones to watch in the Temple. And finally, I want to give a big shout out to Edinburgh University in the island, with Island B taking on University of Iowa and beating them. Now, University of Edinburgh C has gone out earlier on today, but to have both A and B in the island going in.
Did their A race today? Did they have a day off?
No, I believe so. Somewhere in here. That's a question that I didn't know the answer to.
I can find it. Here we go. Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. It's really impressive to see, like, I don't know, I think Edinburgh's gone through a few ups and downs, and we're definitely seeing a giant spike at the moment over the last 3 or 4 years.
Edinburgh A were one of the first races of the day, and they raced University of London B, Ireland. And it was
easy decision.
Basically 2 lengths.
Yeah. Easy decision. Awesome. So I think like these like tent talks at the moment are a very big roundup. There's a lot of racing going on every day. We got you weren't. I was slightly more clueless last year. I mean, I've rode for quite a long time, but for some reason I've been a bit clueless. And I think you said to me yesterday, you sat me down and you were like, I'm really, really proud of you, Rory. Like, everything you're doing at the moment is amazing. I don't know where I'd be without you, and just like your help and Tent Talks and everything. So I really appreciate you telling me that. And obviously you telling the people that's what they wanted to hear as well. That's really good. Yeah, no, it's been going well. We've got a lot of boats coming through, lots of races at the moment. But as we move to the second half of the week, I think we'll be able to try and like nail down some slightly better boats and work out, you know, who's going where on finals day. Because Henley's a really basic one. You're either taking home a red box or you're not. It's that simple. Right, I didn't want to drag on. We want to get Callum home. We've got an early start again tomorrow, so
yeah,
we'll see you later.
Let's see you at Mickey's, lad.
Right. See you tomorrow, guys.
Ta-da.